Hello once more. Now, as some of you may know, the Chargers somehow beat the Chiefs at Arrowhead, and Phillip Rivers had a hell of a game. He's having a hell of a year. They might be the top seed in the AFC and go to the Super Bowl. Now, back when the Saints won the Super Bowl, I had all these Drew Brees football cards. I made like $240 selling them things on auction during the Super Bowl. So I was thinking, I know I got a bunch of Phillip Rivers cards around here from back when I used to collect sports cards. Some of them are pretty rare. And yeah, I could make some money. So I start digging around through my closet looking for Phillip Rivers football cards. Instead, I end up taking a walk down memory lane and I start finding all these papers, these old papers and letters and poems and all kind of stuff. And I found something that I had forgotten about somehow. Now, the few of you that watch my videos, you may think that I'm sort of a funny guy, that maybe I got a sense of humor. But I'm going to show you what funny is. Now, 20 years ago, I'm fishing with my brother. We're at a pay to fish type of place, and we shouldn't have paid to fish there because the fishing wasn't that good. It was like 85 to 90 degrees. He was walking around. I was sitting my ass in a chair and staying there. And I'm sitting there and I was smoking cigarettes. I had a pack of cigarettes in my pocket. And I'm smoking a cigarette while I'm fishing. That's how good the fishing is. But somehow, put the cigarette in my mouth. I managed to catch a fish. But the fish ends up being swallowed. And it's a perch. And I can't get the hook out. So I'm like, well, I used to be able to cut line with my teeth, but I did that ever since I was a kid, and I ended up just wearing a hole in my teeth, and I got capped now. So I don't cut line with my fishing teeth. Line with my fishing teeth. I don't cut line with my teeth anymore. I used to be able to cut up to 20-pound tests with my teeth. Not a good plan. So, anyways, so I take the cigarette to cut the line, and to burn the line and cut it. And I throw the fish back in the water. Put the cigarette back in my mouth. Not even thinking about anything. I tie on another hook. I take a minnow out of the bucket. I bait it up. Cast it back out there. I don't know how long I'm fishing for, sitting in that chair, but I'm starting to feel fairly uncomfortable below the waist. Then I'm starting to feel a lot uncomfortable, and then I'm suddenly plunged in the middle of hellfire. I jump up out of that chair and I look down, and there's a hole in my shorts that is actually smoldering because when I cut the line with that cigarette, I chopped the coal off, and the hot coal landed in my lap and burned through both shorts and underwear. And more importantly, into other things besides shorts and underwear. So I jump up and do some kind of strange Vitus dance, and I run behind the bushes. And this is broad daylight, mind you, but I need to take inventory. And I drop everything. I take a look and to survey the damage, and it hurts. And I'm like, well, there ain't nothing I can do about it. I don't have any. I can't even put a band-aid on it. I don't have a first aid kit. So I pull up my shorts. Nobody sees me that's fishing there. I wasn't particularly worried about that at the time, but I did run behind some bushes. I pull up my shorts. I go back. I sit in my chair, and my brother, he comes all the way around from the other side of the pond and says, "What the hell happened to you, man? You was jumping around like a maniac, and then you took off and ran off in the woods." And I'm like, well, here's what happened. I said, and I explained to him what I just explained to you. Now I go home and I go about my life a little worse for wear, and I get a envelope in the mail that has no return address. It just has my name on it, and I open it up and I get this card. Now you probably can't read what's written on this card, but you can probably see the nice picture on it, and I'll read it to you. It says, May you find peace and comfort in the love of those who care about you. And then you open the card and it says, holding you close in thoughts and prayers at this difficult time. And then it says, that's funny. That's someone with a sense of humor. And yeah, I found some other thing that I'm going to read to you besides that, but that's one of the funniest things that anybody's ever sent me in my entire life. And the fact that he was devious enough to disguise it as a bereavement card and then not even put his name on it. No return address. That bastard. All right, I'm going to be back in a second. Goodbye.